Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Hey, I'm joined with my real good friends here from Fixed Properties. They're in the Texas Real Estate Investment Center. They're tenants here. We'll talk a little bit about that. But I'm going to let them introduce themselves and start with the contact information. Let's absolutely just pound the contact information this whole show so people can send you deals and start working with you.
All right, thanks, Robert. I'm Robbie Foster with Fixed Properties. We're investors here in Houston, and you can reach me on my phone numbers 832-779-5005 or go to homesoldfast.com. And here's my dad, Tommy Foster.
Yeah, my name's Tommy Foster. Also an investment in real estate, coming from oil and gas, and we do a variety of deals. And again, contact information, Home Sold Fast. And number 832-779-5005.
Fantastic.
Easy to remember.
You guys look like brothers, right? Has anyone ever told you that?
I've been told my whole life
We've been told that before.
All right, tell us how you got into the game. How'd you get into real estate?
Mine was a little bit slow, and it was a long time ago. I was moving with a corporate entity and ended up keeping a house, getting comfortable with, being a landlord. And then a couple of years ago, this is about 10 years ago, and then a couple of years ago, got real comfortable with it and, decided to scale it up after seeing the Oklahoma side of our business really take off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What markets in Oklahoma?
Single family and duplexes primarily is what we started with.
You in Tulsa or are you
Started in Tulsa,
yeah.
Expanded to OKC.
Yeah, Tulsa. We looked at Tulsa about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Great market.
Yeah,
You're probably
it really
picking
is.
things up for like 40 to 60 with put a little love in there, and they should appreciate it like 120 back in the day, like all day long, right?
There's no telling what you'll find over there. They
Right.
have everything.
Yeah. So mine was a little bit the same and different. Started off buying a house to live in. Of course,
Yep.
a lot of people do that. That's a normal
Sure.
tip your tippy toe in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then accumulated some real estate. I was working overseas. I bought a couple of townhouses, bought a rental house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And then I did a pretty big deal in Oklahoma, partnership deal that was $1 million deal, 15 doors of rental in
Great.
one package. And so that kind of kicked it off into the full scale, business kind of deal.
Can you remember that first deal? Can you remember some of the details of that? Were you nervous?
No, I felt like the due diligence was done on the homework, and my younger son, who we're affiliated with in business, he had been stomping out deals in Tulsa.
Gotcha.
I wasn't really, he ran the numbers, he did the due diligence. We're comfortable.
Ready
with
to
it.
go.
I really wasn't sweating at it at
Gotcha.
all. So it's good. It's all good. It's positive cash flow now, and pretty comfortable.
What else can you ask for, right? Yeah.
Pretty comfortable base that it
Yeah,
started.
I bet.
Yeah.
So you were in the oil and gas business. You came over real estate.
Yeah, by trade I'm a geologist, so
gotcha.
I kind of balance. My passive income is real estate
Sure.
goal, and now I'm kind of retired in the geology, oil and gas business right now.
Nice.
So good.
Excellent. How long you been doing it? Did you say
2 years.
2 years? Great.
Yeah, we started this in January 2021.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And the Oklahoma business, the piece of it started in 5 years ago.
Okay. So you've been in the business. So tell us the difference between the Oklahoma, Tulsa market and Houston market. What are some of the differences you've noticed since being down here?
I'll take that one. Since the beginning of doing Houston specifically, we've been comparing it, month to month, almost week to week. Very, very competitive. A lot more players here. The margins are thinner. That was just one of the most attractive things about Tulsa. Tulsa's a lot like maybe y'all think of Corpus Christi, I think.
Yeah,
secondary
for sure.
market.
Yep.
You got to have room in the deals. There's room to be made. Definitely. That's one thing we've seen. We're up against a lot more offers if we're making offers usually here.
Yep.
And, that's the main difference, I bet.
We'll come in the next segment. We'll talk about marketing, how you're finding deals. But is there any model? Is there any sector here you like? 3-bedroom, 2-bath, brick house? Is there any limitations of what you're buying here, or is you're very specific?
we don't really try to limit ourselves,
Yep.
too much. I would say, we're trying to see where the growth is,
Yep.
and we kind of right now bias towards the suburbs, and
Sure.
people want a bigger place and a home office,
All right.
and I think there's a movement in that direction. Whether that continues post-pandemic, we'll see, but we're flexible.
Nice.
We
yeah.
look at cash flow and appreciation.
Sure.
And cash flow before appreciation, but
Got it.
it's
We're-
all about the
We're
numbers.
the reverse.
Really?
Yeah, we're appreciation before cash flow. Yep.
Cool.
Where's your last deal did you pick up? What area? You don't have to tell us when, but what area?
Last deal was in Richmond, Texas.
Oh, Richard's great.
Yeah, we bought from a wholesaler, occupied property, hadn't had to touch it. It was a really great deal.
Nice.
We kind of had some success with occupied properties.
Have you?
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do talk to the occupant.
Oh, you go out there and
before.
talk to the tenant. Yeah, great.
Yeah, and do a background check, and so we do a little bit of pre-work on that
Sure.
piece and make sure they're not a deadbeat drug addict.
Yeah, right. Well, those are my properties. But for you guys, so you would basically go and pre-qualify them as if they were just coming in off the street, right? Before you
Yep.
buy the property, you want to say,
Right.
is this a tenant that's going to fit my criteria for leasing?
Yeah, and we've been pretty
Yeah.
lucky with that so
That's
far.
great.
And we've even had like a 1-year lease signed at closing
That's
on occasion.
That is good. Yep. Well, we love Richmond. We love Rosenberg. We're looking farther down now. So
Really?
it's a matter of, can we get the crews? Can we get the management? And if the answer is yes, then we go, right?
Yeah.
So that was our problem in Corpus. We went down there with no crews, no management. Figured we'd find it. Nobody wanted to work with us. And then we had to build it out. And that took us 3 years to kind of get it stabilized. But we're in a really good shape now. Basically, I imported most of my crews.
Are y'all thinking about going further south? 'Cause the valley is pretty hot right now.
Man, I say this jokingly, but kind of not jokingly. Like, to me, America ends at Corpus. No offense to anyone. It's just like, I don't want to go any further south. I'm like, this, and it has nothing to do with Latinos or the population. It has to do with, man, I have gone south. This is really far here.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to go any further because there are days where my skin is on fire in Corpus. I can only imagine what it'll be 3 hours further south.
Have you ever been down there?
No, I plan on going down to
The
watch
beaches
some space,
get really
SpaceX.
pretty this further south you go.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet.
And the people in the valley just love the valley, low
I know.
cost of living.
Yeah, yes, I know. Yeah.
I think about it all the time, but we're not down there either. We're both from Corpus, so.
I'll tell you a little story when we come back from the break. This is Robert with world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. We're here with Fixed Properties. When we come back from the break, we're going to give you the contact information again, and I'm going to tell you my little geographical correction when I was in Corpus. Hang tight, guys. We'll be back. Hey, guys. Welcome back. This is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Guys, go check out our website, mrtxre.com. Got all our events up there, all the stuff we're doing. Check out the mastermind. Check out our events. It's all good. But we're here today with Fixed Properties. Guys, give us your contact information again.
Hi, I'm Robbie Foster. The number's 832-779-5005, or you can find us on homesoldfast.com.
Yeah, I'm Tommy Foster, partner with Robbie. Homesoldfast.com again.
Homesoldfast.com. You got it.
832-779-5005.
Great. I'm going to get that before the end of the show. 832-779-5005. Am I right?
You got it.
All right. Excellent. Look at that. Good.
Can I just say, we really like it here, Robert. This is
ya?
a great facility.
Oh, I love compliments. That's good.
Yeah,
You're getting on
yeah.
my good side. Yeah. Well, we built it for guys like you. We know what you need.
Yeah, we love the
understand.
networking,
Yeah.
love y'all's branding, love the
Yeah.
training y'all offer, and
Yes.
it's good stuff.
So they're talking about the Texas Real Estate Investment Center. You can go look that up online as well. Jason and I bought this building almost 2 years ago. No, 2 years ago. Grand opening was last July. We had COVID and all that other stuff. And we've just made a community center for folks who are doing real estate and want to do investing, right?
Yep.
And you guys are investors, and you guys do a little wholesaling, and so it's all good for you guys. All right, so let me tell you my little geographical correction. I was once at a meetup in Corpus, and I said, man, I love Southeast Texas. And the guy stood up and said, excuse me, son, it's South Texas. It's like, okay.
I can understand that comment.
Got it? Right, and I understood, right? And we turned out to do a deal together. He was a good guy. But it was real funny because, I'm obviously not from around these parts, right? So I'm in a room in Corpus Christi. Nobody knows who the heck I am. And here's this Jersey guy shouting and gesticulating wildly. And they're like, who is this guy, right? But, man, I made a fortune in Corpus. We love Corpus.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We grew up in Corpus Christi. My dad moved there. His grandfather moved there in 1964.
Wow.
He started doing research chemistry down there. So that's home. That's home for us. I've been around the world since then, but
Have you seen how big that A&M campus is?
yeah.
Yeah, I went to school there
Did you?
a couple of years.
Yeah, it's a
And
big
it's grown a lot
campus
since
now.
I went
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I'll
It's
tell you-
it's on a little island. So they're out of land. So they started building up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things. And they the graduate school, a lot of international kids come in because they get these postcards of the beach in Corpus and they're like, I want to go there.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? Yeah.
They're right there on the water.
Heat's a little rough, but yes, you can
Yeah.
jump in the water. All right, so let's talk about marketing.
Okay.
How are we doing? How are we finding leads? Are you doing just networking? Do you have a marketing system? Or what are we working on?
We're using Real Estate IQ right now.
Oh,
and
yeah, use
working
those guys.
lists.
Great. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they've been good. I mean, they seem really
Oh,
thorough.
we know them very well. Yeah, that's excellent. I didn't even know that. That's excellent. Really, that's good. And you've been using that for 6 months, a year, 3 months?
Probably a little over 6 months, maybe 8 months.
Great. You're happy with them?
Yeah.
Well, good. Real Estate IQ.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and check it out. Let's give those guys a plug. They're good guys. Yep. What's the typical ARV you guys are picking things up? Are you guys essentially acquiring just for yourself, or are you acquiring for other investors?
We look to hold first, I
Yep.
think, and then if we think there's room in the deal to flip it, then we do.
Gotcha.
ARVs are typically around here over 200, 200 to 300.
So what we
that
if
range.
you have a 200, I'll give you a scenario. We have a $200,000 house in Pearland.
Mhm.
Rents are $1,800. What are you
Yeah.
paying for that?
That's real similar to one we just did. I think we ended up paying 180 for it.
Yeah, so 1%.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'll work all day long, right? That's why it's a rule of thumb.
Mhm.
That's great. Excellent. What's the deal flow look like? Because you guys are doing other things
It's
up
been-
there, and we'll talk about it in
Yeah,
a different
yeah, yeah.
conversation. But so, what's the deal flow look like?
No, it's slowed down in the last 6 months. We noticed a big slowdown. I think that was true for Oklahoma as well. And
Yeah.
they're doing a lot more marketing. They're on the radio. They're on TV.
Right. Well, you're
And
already
they
on
still
there
saw
right
a
now.
slowdown. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And what's your? So it's 832-799
779
779 5005. And what's the website?
Homesoldfast.com.
HomesSoldFast.com. There you go. So if you guys are going to sell your house and you guys at least want to have a conversation with you guys, figure out what they're doing, they'd love to have a conversation with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely slowing down. So
Yeah.
we still hunt the MLS. We still have a lot of deals coming in. We're happy with it. You know, we'd like to do more like everyone else,
Yeah.
but we're not starving by any means. So there's still deals out there. Would you agree?
We would agree. I just bought an MLS deal January.
Nice.
So I've been using a real estate agent for that. And land deals are kind of taking off in Oklahoma. That's our new thing right now.
For what? Are they building or for mineral rights?
This is going to be mostly a flip, hopefully. Yeah. So
Really?
They're looking for the B side right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's a flip to a developer.
Nice. They're not even touching it.
I think it's over 100 acres, and
Yeah, that's the idea.
in the growth side of Tulsa.
Gotcha. Well, I just talked to a guy today who's looking for 1,000 acres here in Texas. So let me know if you find anything around the Houston area.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, that's good. All right, so we're using Real Estate IQ. Phone calls are coming to you. Leads are coming to you off their website, right? Got that whole system. Are you using any VAs or are you doing it all yourself?
We're doing it ourselves, other than some JVs with administrative or other wholesalers
Gotcha.
that will help us work it. But primarily, it's us.
So that's really important. So if
Yeah.
you're a wholesaler and you're listening, these guys want to do deals with you. right? So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, they actually want to come out. It's Fixed Properties. It's 832-779-5005, and I'll get the
got it.
website by the next segment. What's the website?
HomeSoldFast.com.
Homesoldfast.com. Excellent. Definitely reach out to them for sure. You want to at least start your networking with them, put them in your network, have those conversations because they've got land, they do work in Oklahoma, they do work down here, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind picking up a deal or two down at Corpus as well. So one more time with that contact information, Robbie.
832-779-5005.
Excellent. Hey, this is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Hey, guys, I want to invite you to our complete real estate investing 3-day class. It's for new investors. It's for experienced investors. It's for fathers and sons from Corpus Christi if they want to come. It is we do a lot of market analysis, so we're really trying to hit the market, figuring out where we should start looking to buy more. That's a big thing, and we really started focusing on small apartments here in the last 6 months. So if you guys want to check that out, it's MRTXREI. There's an extra I on there. So MRTXREI for real estate, complete real estate investing. Hang tight, we'll be back.
Got multiple websites floating up there now.
I got, yes, I do.
Whenever you're ready.
You doing this all off the top of your head?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay. Got it. All right, guys, welcome back. This is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. We're here with the guys from Fixed Properties. Guys, introduce yourselves again. Give them the contact information.
Robbie Foster, 832-779-5005. HomeSoldFast.com.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I'm Tommy Foster.
Homesoldfast.com.
HomeSoldFast.com.
I
Easy
got
to
it.
remember.
I got it.
832-779-5005.
Fantastic. Excellent. So, all right, what are your goals? Let's talk about it. You guys are real estate investors. You're doing okay. You got an office, working it, doing hold.
You know, right before we slow down, Robert, we had a goal of closing 2 a month, and we haven't quite got there. So I think that's still where we want to be. Mm-hmm.
How long you want to do it for?
What do we say? 100 properties or something?
Between 100 and 200.
Yep. Got it.
I mean, once it becomes passive, you've reached a certain scale, and then you more and more get people you can depend on to run the machine.
That's right.
So that's the goal, and as long as there's trust there and we can, have that, then we won't cap it at any real number.
And you said we're willing to work with wholesalers. That's absolutely right. Another reason we wanted to come on was to put the word out. We're kind of looking for property management.
Good.
At this time and long-term financing. If there's
Gotcha.
people out there that want to reach out to
I'll
us,
do an introduction for it.
832-779-5005.
Absolutely. Homesoldfast.com.
You got it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great. So, all right. So we'll do one. We'll do two a month. We'll get there. You said, hey, if it's 100, it's 200. That's fine. Was this the goal from the beginning? Has the goals changed? Has it just become easier, harder?
No, the goals have changed, and I think as it got harder, we became less wholesalers, more investors,
Sure.
and we wrote down our goals at one point.
that's
That's where we got the 2 houses per month. We just kind of realized we're not what Oklahoma is. They are true wholesalers.
Yeah.
And they have a team of 10 plus people.
Oh, wow. That's big.
And they're going. They're probably at 100 properties already.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're also, we realize that our forte is more be around for the long haul, and the margins on wholesaling, and I heard Mr. Bible one time say a comment that's kind of stuck in my head, that if he had kept everything that he wholesaled, how much money he would have.
Yes.
So that kind of stuck in my head, and we're not that we're keeping everything necessarily, but we have molded our business so that when, if there's a downturn in the market,
Sure.
like we're seeing it in the stock market this
Yep.
year,
Mm-hmm.
but if there's a downturn in liquidity,
Yep.
we have a plan where we will be around generating liquidity, and we'll be the last one buying.
That's fantastic.
All right. So we have a real comprehensive plan on a balance between real estate and being in there.
Sure.
With cash, and cash is king. So
Yes, it is. Yep.
we don't have to have 200 by a certain day.
Gotcha.
We're gonna be around accumulating properties. Everybody says it's a seller's market. If we can find a deal in the seller's market, we'll take it.
Yeah, us too.
But we're gonna be around for the seller and the buyer market. That is the
Fantastic.
plan that we put together.
That's great. And just the two of you, right?
It's only the two of us here.
That's amazing. That's great. Let's give them that contact information. I'm going to try it. It's Fixed Properties. It's 832-779-5005.
You got it.
And, oh, boy.
Home Sold Fast.
HomeSoldFast.com.
HomeSoldFast.com.
Everyone get that? HomeSoldFast.com. Wives are okay with all this stuff? Family's okay? You guys are jumped out on the ledge, became entrepreneurs, and
The wives like
held
money,
up in a little hole somewhere?
They're very supportive.
That's
They're
good.
very supportive. They like
It needs to be.
go get them.
Excellent. Excellent.
One thing my wife likes to do is like take on a flip with me. If we're not going
really?
to outsource it,
Nice.
that's where we really shine. We flip a house ourselves every now and then. If we got the bandwidth for it,
Sure.
we'll take it on.
Yeah. We same thing here. We like to try and do one a month, but we just haven't hit our goal on that stuff. It just we just keep rolling it so fast. All right. Any advice for folks starting out? Starting out in the wholesale world.
I would say for wholesaling,
Sure.
that's a great way to start, by the way. Especially if you don't have the capital or the means
Yep.
and you just have sweat equity to put into it. I would say, come up with a good comprehensive marketing plan, something nobody else is doing that is going to work. Obviously, networking shouldn't be skipped over. I know you
Right.
guys know that. Network. Go to the meetings, and just meet people. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, networking, and if you starting, two classes of people starting out, the ones without capital and the ones with capital.
Right.
So we were kind of fortunate we started out with capital, but
Knock on wood, right?
yeah, knock on wood.
Yep.
But the ones, we've met some people, some hardworking people
Yep.
that get after it, and they find a way to raise capital and do their deals. And so networking, not just with, potential people selling house, but with people with capital to put the two together and, make a deal.
Excellent. Okay, if you're just starting out as a landlord, buy and hold. What advice you have for
Screen those tenants.
Screen the
Big
tenants.
time. And be strict.
those? Be strict. Don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I've found in the tenant managing tenants is there's some really good. The best tenants I've found are some people who are couples, single or whichever, but they've run on hard times, either in the financial crisis and they
Sure.
got a ding on their credit and they can't buy a house,
Mm-hmm.
because that really got rough to buy a house when you got a ding
Yep.
in 2010. And what I do is, Mr. Smith, whatever their name is, just I can rent to you. I like everything, but with your ding on your credit, if you'll give me an extra whatever on the deposit, then I can rent to you. And those people, they stay year after year.
That's great.
If they're 2 weeks late on their rent, Mr. Foster, I'm late on the rent. Oh, well, 2 weeks is fine.
Yep.
And you don't have to run down through the eviction process because you got that extra pad in there.
Boy, that is so important to talk about, and we'll catch that at the back end. Give us your contact information one more time.
Let me try it first.
Yep.
HomeSoldFast.com.
Yep.
We're Fixed Properties. Phone number, you can reach us at 832-779-5005.
Fantastic. Hey, this is Robert with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. Hang tight, guys. We got another segment. We're going to talk to the father and son investor group here. This is Robert with MRTXRE.com ourselves. Go check out our website. All good. Hang tight. We'll be back. You know what? I'm going to check that buzzing real quick.
So one more? Is that where we're at? That went pretty fast.
It flies by when you're in the hot seat.
Have we been here a while or what, Clayton? 30 minutes?
Something like that.
Yeah, it didn't seem like 30 minutes. Was Papa recording video?
Yeah, I think he's just checking his email, trying to figure out his real estate deal.
When do you think this will go on? Do you know?
So it's gonna be up on our podcast channels probably on Saturday. We're gonna have this one scheduled. It'll be on the air. We're honestly backed up with shows a little bit, so it'll probably be on Wednesday night next week.
Okay.
So I'm looking at.
Cool.
What time is that?
9 o'clock.
9 p.m.
Yeah, 9 to 10, 1070 the answer. Yep.
Okay.
We have about 20,000 unique listeners every night.
Wow.
Yeah, we got.
So we're going to be getting calls.
just people driving. You know what'll happen? More than likely, they'll get it from the podcast
Yeah.
because it's hard. Most of the people who are listening are driving,
Yeah.
right? And we're on like conservative talk radio, like real, like way out there conservative talk radio. And then at nighttime, it goes over to business. So the people who are driving are either in their car, have the radio station on, or driving and listening. And they won't be able to text and drive, but the people from the podcast will. They'll be able to pause it, write the information down there. You'll
And
get more off the
I'll have
podcast.
I'll have your link in the description of the episode.
Yes.
So they can just click right on it.
Cool.
Yep. Hey everyone, welcome back. Robert here with the world-renowned Mr. Texas Real Estate. This is the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. We're here with the guys from Fixed Properties. You can reach them at 832-779-5005. Oh boy.
HomeSoFast.com.
HomeSoldFast.com. There it is. Thanks, Robbie. Appreciate it. HomesSoldFast.com. All right, let's have a little fun for this last segment. Ready?
Play a game.
Yeah, we're going to play a little game. So where did you grow up?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus
And,
Christi.
Well, Dad was offshore international, so I moved around a lot. Louisiana, then Corpus mostly, though.
Gotcha. So
A
you,
couple years in Alaska in that.
oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
a big change from Corpus.
Yeah, it was cool.
What's your fondest childhood memory of Corpus Christi?
Fondest, probably just heading to the beach, man. Like
beach?
senior skip day, you know?
Senior skip day? Was Schlitterbahn down there when you were going to
No,
high school?
no,
so
it had
was just all
it has come
parkland?
and gone since I left.
It
Yeah,
has, yes.
yeah.
So going to the beach. And where did you grow up?
Um,
Corpus as well,
I was
64?
born out of state, and I went, but as a toddler, moved to Corpus Christi.
What's your fondest memory of Corpus Christi as a child?
My passion when I was young was motocross racing.
Oh, nice.
So, ring, ring, ring.
Gotcha. Nice.
So yeah, that was my passion in high school. But
So I have a very good friend of mine who is a 7-time winner of the Baja 1000
oh really?
in multiple classes.
I
Yes.
never did that.
Yeah, he did the Baja. He's a really good friend of mine.
My peak was high school state champion 1974
Nice.
in the open class.
Nice.
Ask him how many times he broke his collarbone.
Yeah, how many times we got? I broke my jaw and an arm, and I really screwed up
Yeah.
my knees.
In my lifetime, I broke my collarbone 6 times.
Wow.
So 3 on a motocross bike.
Gotcha. That's deep. All right, we're gonna have a little. Still keep going with the fun. All right. I'm gonna steal this one from Stephen Colbert. What's the best sandwich?
Turkey Club.
Turkey Club. How about for you? What's your best sandwich?
A Dagwood.
Massive Dagwood. Yeah. Got it. Very good.
Plenty of veggies, plenty of meat.
Excellent. Excellent. We'll keep going. Apples or oranges?
Oranges.
Apples.
Apples. That's the right answer. Just can't put peanut butter on an orange.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Ooh, hey, you didn't tell me
totally, I'm totally stealing Stephen Colbert right here.
You didn't tell me peanut butter was implied.
I'm at granddad status, so I went for the fiber.
First concert, best concert.
Probably Aerosmith.
Was your first one and your best one?
The first one was Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh,
They were
nice.
both good, yeah.
Nice.
And Garbage opened for Smashing Pumpkins. It was cool.
That's a good show. Yes. How about you?
I'll show my age. College in Austin, Neil Diamond first and Neil Diamond best.
Really? Are you still a Neil Diamond fan?
Yeah, I still am.
That is me too.
Okay.
I really am. I'm a big Neil Diamond fan. Yes, absolutely. And my favorite one is to me, because I lived on both coasts, is I Am, I Cried. When he's talking about, hey, I lived in California, then New York is really what I wanted to be. I really relate to that song, but I'm a huge Neil Diamond fan. Absolutely,
Okay.
that's amazing. That's great. Yeah, I love Neil Diamond. It's fantastic.
We're similar age.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. What do you guys think is gonna? So let's talk about a little bit about the marketplace here in Houston. What are your thoughts here for the next 6 months, and then let's go 2 years? What do you think it's gonna be?
My thinking is demand's remain strong, inventory's still tight. We're really keeping an eye on the Fed and seeing what money's going to do right now. So 6 months, we think it's going to be a real challenging environment for buyers. 2 years, we think it's going to be way different. You know, it's going to be a
The other side
buyer's
of it?
market
Yeah, you think
market
so?
at that point. I think.
Gotcha. Do you agree?
I agree with that. I would say our plan caters for whatever the market
For
is.
both, yeah.
Like we have the flexibility built in where we're going to adapt to whatever it is.
Excellent.
That is a likely scenario in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, maybe 4 years is my thing. It'll start turning. But the people that are selling you houses directly, what's like the number one reason why they're selling it to you?
Oh, they don't want to fix it up usually, and you know it's either
Like they don't have the money to fix it up, it's in disarray, or
they don't want to put the money into it.
Gotcha.
They may not have it, or they don't like. The last house we looked at was out-of-state investor. Person had been there 8 years.
Sure.
It was trashed,
yeah,
and he was like, "Well, do I put 50,000 into it, or do I just sell it?" And you know, we convinced him to.
they're the
sell
best.
It. Yeah.
They're absolutely the best. Yeah, they understand money and they understand the value of time and everything. Yeah. Is that what you're typically seeing? Just economic reasons?
Yeah, economic reasons. I have a good story to share
Sure,
with you.
please.
A recent house that we purchased was we got it off the divorce list, and couple was having marital problems. Not
Sure.
not going to say their name or their address
Yeah,
because I
that's
want to leave them, confidential and respect their privacy. But we came in and we bought the house. We made a deal with the husband, and that he was going to rent back immediately. His grandkids lived across the street, and the good side of the story was we took the burden of them losing their house to foreclosure off of them, and the couple got back together. So I just think that's that's just a wonderful story
Sure,
to share.
absolutely, yeah.
And we're happy to be a part of helping them get to their end where they're hopefully they'll continue to have the wonderful marriage that they always wanted.
Most people think divorce happen for the salacious stuff, but it's really mostly economics
It is
that drive
yeah.
people apart.
Yeah.
That's excellent. What's the best deal you've done?
Probably that I moved here from San Antonio 2 years ago, and the appreciation in that year was amazing.
Yeah.
It was like 6 figures in 1 year. So
Yeah, that's great.
that's probably the best deal. Is the house I lived in for 7 years in San Antonio before I moved here, selling it. And
Nice.
then since we lived in it the last 2 of the 5 years, no cap gains.
No cap. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. How about you? What's the best deal?
In the financial crisis of 2010, I picked up
Sure.
a townhouse at rock bottom price.
Oh, that's great.
And 2010, picked it up off the HUD list, and I was overseas, and a network person that's dear to my heart.
Well,
Hey, there's this thing HUD for sale right down the street from me. Okay, call up, buy it, get it.
that's excellent.
Yeah, I never, I financed it. Basically, the renter bought me the house.
You still have it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
still have it.
fantastic.
And they bought me the house on a 15-year note,
That's fantastic.
and so it's just about paid off to nothing right now. And I was overseas at the time, so it's a nice little.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think part of Dad's goal is to own every townhome in that community one day.
Run the HOA, right?
I'll tell you something about townhouses, and I am on the board of the HOA.
Very good. Yes, of course.
But I find if you want it to be more passive, and the HOA manages the outside, the yard, everything.
The roof.
There, as far as your time, if you value your time, you don't want to be harassed with a bunch of that stuff. Townhouses are great for that.
Yep. Well, we're looking at them very strongly here. Give us your contact information one more time.
832-779-5005, homesoldfast.com.
Fixed
Yep.
properties, right?
Fixed properties.
Excellent. All right, guys, it has been a pleasure. Thank you also very much for joining us for the show. Appreciate you guys, and we're happy that you guys are tenants here and hanging out with us inside our network.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Oh,
Thanks
of
for having us in
course.
the building.
Yeah,
We appreciate
absolutely.
We're honored to be here. We're
Excellent.
gonna stay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
All right. Good night.